sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome. Welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Just click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. If you want to watch a broadcast, go to Reaver.1 and click on the live stream. As my daughter always tells me, Dad, don't forget to tell him to hit subscribe and leave a message. If you want to support the show, support SHR Media, go to Reaver.1/shop. That is REAVER.ONE/SHOP. We have great t-shirts. Huge selection of t-shirts. Just go there, check it out. Listen, I'm not a salesman. I've said it time and time again. I'm not a salesman. But all we do is we sell the t-shirts. The money goes back into the show. Well, last night was some more fireworks at the RNC, and good or bad, that's all the media can talk about. That's all they could talk about. It's got everybody in excuse the pun, a Twitter. I'm wondering, I'm sitting back wondering if this wasn't set up. That's my tinfoil hat moment. I don't think it was. What Ted Cruz appears to me, and everybody's like, oh, he's voting, his conscience, his morals, he's on the high ground, he's a Christian. Well, to be Christian is to give forgiveness, and all I hear is he said things about his wife and his father, he can never endorse them, he's a great Christian. Christians forgive. You have this man as holding a grudge and not forgiving. That is not Christian-like. He did not go out and endorse Trump. And again, the people spoke because the crowd started booing him. He could have went out there and been a hero. Ted Cruz could have went out there and been a goddamn hero. But he wound up being a zero. A lot are saying that he committed career suicide. We will see. I'm not going to predict the future. I won't do that. Do I think he hurt himself image-wise? Yes. He made it appear that he only cares about his image. He doesn't care about the country. Listen, to me, he did not endorse him. If he endorsed him, he would have came out and said, I endorse, I throw my support, yada, yada. He came out there, beat around the bush as lawyers do. So many people were buying it. He beat around the bush as lawyers do. Oh, or let me finish this point and I'll get to some fun I had. He beat around the bush. And his comment of vote your conscience. Now, everybody's forgetting that part. Vote your conscience. Sounded very innocent. But that's been the motto of the Never Trump crowd. That's been the motto of the delegates and all that. So he went out there and gave a huge thumbs up to the Never Trump. But he can deny it because he never actually said, I'm backing the Never Trump. He could sit there and deny it because guess what? For everything aside, he is a lawyer. Now, this is not to bash lawyers. There's good lawyers. There's bad lawyers. And my father-in-law is a retired lawyer. I have high respect for the man. High respect. They're trained to lie without directly lying. I know that kind of contradicts itself. But if you think about it, they're trained to distort the truth without actually lying. And he went out there and he gave an illusion of backing Trump. But a majority of the people are not buying it. I saw a lot of people who said that they had supported Cruz. They were backing Cruz. They were hoping that he would make a run again. But they lost all respect for Cruz for what he did last night. I don't blame him. And I'm not going to condemn him, say you should, you shouldn't. Everybody has a right to feel and say what they are feeling and how they think about Cruz. I laugh at the Never Trump crowd. I really do laugh at them because they talk about, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it, they talk about being constitutional conservatives, but yet, they keep on quoting, acting, using tactics of the liberals. And I know I support going after Democrats with the same tactics they use against us. We're supposed to be a big, happy family. And in happy families, we do have fights. We do have arguments. But you don't treat your family like the Never Trumps. And they're trying to look at how we're being treated. Yes, because people are voicing their opinions with their displeasure of Ted Cruz. These Never Trumps are jumping all over their shit just because they went out and voiced their displeasure. Then they get upset that they're getting lambasted with God knows how many comments thrown back at them. So I don't, you have the right to respond to someone's opinion on Facebook, Twitter, and all that. And everybody else has the right to tell you what they think of you for doing that. Just because you could do something doesn't always mean you should. I personally don't understand how someone can still support Cruz at this point. Not saying you shouldn't. I said I don't see this. He's an honorable man. He's a constitutional conservative. It is a smoke and mirror that this man put up. If he's so worried about this country, if he's so worried, his wife sat on the committee, was the head of the committee on how to, on the North American Union Council. How the hell do you have that big of a difference in a family? Now, I don't control my wife, and he doesn't control his, but there's certain things that you're gonna, whoa, wait a minute, time out. This is a big issue right here. He's financed by some of those globalists that want to go to the North American Union. And back to the big thing that made me laugh last night that I was talking about a little while ago. And it kind of ties in because someone said how they were upset and basically because upset that they're calling Cruz a liar, but they'll also then call Trump a liar. And all I said was, I find it funny that someone is upset about being a lying about lying or something about that. They're calling Cruz a liar. But an attorney, politician, upset about a lie. And I thought it was funny. I was just making a smart-ass comment. I thought it was funny as hell. An attorney upset about a lie. An attorney, politician upset about a lie. Come on. I know my audience can see the humor in a politician who is an attorney also upset about lies. Now, this guy lost his shit and wanted me to explain how Cruz lied. So I went into it going, listen, I can give you every example. You're not going to believe it. You have your opinion of Cruz. I have mine. I didn't accuse anybody of lying. I thought something was funny. Have a good day. Well, his thing was I wrote some too long of wording and never said it, never proved anything. And I didn't ask or say or accuse anybody. I thought it was funny, an attorney and a liar. And I originally also said, all right, you want proof? He is an attorney. He is a politician. Right there proves he lies. Show me a politician that never lied, and I'll show you a politician that's never been elected. Show me an attorney that does it, as they put it, stretch the truth. And I'll show you an attorney that's never won a case. And I'm not slamming politicians, and I'm not slamming attorneys on it. That's their job. It'd be like saying, oh, firefighters, I don't want to deal with them because they like fire. Yeah, you got to like it a little bit to be able to do the job. You got to have a little respect. As the EMT, you got to love blood and guts and chaos. You have to have a love for it, or you're not going to last. I know a lot of them won't admit it, but because they're afraid of getting a bad image. That's not a bad image. That's what you do. You have a love for it. Congratulations. Attorneys and politicians have to lie. Okay, you didn't give any proof that Cruz lied. I think someone has a fucking man crush. Damn it. Sorry. Damn it. Someone has a man crush. And it's, you have the right, you want to keep supporting, that's fine. But jumping all over everybody's comments, and it wasn't just one comment. I've been like, yeah, all right, let the guy go. No, he just wants to keep going and going and going. He turned it to the ever-ready Energizer bunny. And then another subject that hi, Jenna. Glad to have you here today, sweetie. I put a post up about Chris Matthews and his attacking Pat Smith. And I can't believe the blind lemmings that are on the Democrat side. And this woman lost her shit. And I started looking in this woman. Whew. Yeah. Young, dumb. I won't finish the statement. Blindly believing in Hillary. Blindly. And you're right. But attacking Pat Smith and defending that Trayvon Martin's and Michael Brown's mother will be at the DNC. That's acceptable. But the RNC pulled political games by pulling Pat Smith up there. Smith. And we went back and forth. And the whole time she's insulting me, calling me a sheep, calling me this. You want to know what? She is a lemming. and she is marching to the cliff with Hillary Clinton. She is so blinded that she can't see that the RNC brought in people to speak badly about Hillary Clinton. The DNC is going to get people to speak badly about the RNC and Trump. That's how these things go. Now, I'm not going to sit there and, well, I do bitch a little because to me, you're bringing up two women whose sons were criminals. Whether one was just doing misdemeanors or they both broke the law. That doesn't mean just because they broke the law, they deserve to die. But there's circumstances that are going beyond just, hey, they were good little boys. They weren't. Well, their actions are the direct result of their deaths. Michael Brown attacked an officer. Trayvon Martin attacked a citizen. Mainstream media has put so many false narratives. It was a white guy that killed Trayvon Martin. No, it was a Hispanic white person. The Hispanic was on the ground getting his head bashed into concrete at the time, as the gentleman that was on top of him was yelling, "I'm going to kill you," loud enough that residents heard it. He was on top of that scumbag Zimmerman. I don't like Zimmerman, but what's right is right. I don't want to say justice because it's not good that anybody loses their life. But if you're going to go do stupid shit's going to come back on you. Now, yes, a young man lost his life. It is a shame. The young man should have got the hell to his house or his father's place, called the police, and dealt with it that way. No, he thought he would be smart and double back, hide in the bushes, set up an ambush, and jumped Zimmerman. Let me tell you, if I see something in my neighborhood, yeah, I'm going to take a look too. Before I even call the cops, I'm going to go see what's going on to make sure it's incidents I need to call the cops. And because of the failure of getting the police here, and it's not because of them, it's because of the system that's set up in Hillsborough County. It could be sometimes a half hour to an hour and a half before the police can show up. I said can, not will, can. So, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it, depending on its severity. Now, and Ferguson, we got to hear how this white officer shot an unarmed black teenager in the back while he was on his knees with his hands up. And he was just walking down the middle of the street. The cop got out and just opened fire. Well, it turns out that Michael Brown charged the cop, wrestled with the cop inside the cop car, tried to grab the cop's gun, and after shots were fired, took off running, then stopped, turned around, and came charging at the cop. While a police officer had his gun drawn and pointing it at this young man thought it was smart to turn around and take off running. And what do both incidents also have in common? They both had drugs in their system. So I'm sorry. The DNC is going to get up there, and they're going to parade these mothers who are going to paint their kids as innocent victims. And the media and these lemmings will cheer about that. But now they're condemning Pat Smith going up there and speaking how her son was killed at Benghazi and how Hillary Clinton lied about it. A politician lying again. And people, that is the double standards that is going on. That is this double standards that I'm getting tired of. It is okay for the DNC to do something, but God forbid the RNC better not do it. They are held to such a high standard, no human could live up to that. And that right there is rules for radicals. They have this standard for the Republicans that a Democrat couldn't even take one step up on that platform. So, and I ended up just banning the woman. I'm not going to keep wasting my time and being insulted because some woman is blind. And there was another gentleman. We were going back and forth. It was cordial. And he ended up today, right before showtime, said, listen, I'm not a Hillary supporter. I don't like Trump. I'm going to go third party. Well, that's his right. I'm not going to get into that. And he said, yes, we were respectful in the conversation. We talked back and forth. And he's an ex-military. Not immediately before that, when I found out, I thanked him for his service. And I told him, I'm not going to believe a politician who was sitting stateside. Well, I didn't say that part, but yeah, I forgot to put that in. But that's one of the reasons I'm not going to believe a politician that was sitting behind a cozy little desk stateside, who's now trying to cover their ass. And there's been a lot of inconsistencies on these investigations. And as I told him, I will believe Chris Peranto. I'll believe the men that were there. Plain and simple. I will believe them over any politician. They were there getting shot at, being blown up. And yes, literally, if you haven't heard the story, listen to it. The last battle that happened, mortar fire was going on, being dropped on these guys. That's how the two Navy SEALs lost their lives. It's, and don't ask why I keep getting Mark and John mixed up. I always do. But I believe it was Mark Geist, Oz. Again, I get them confused. I'm a blonde, but he had his arm pretty much severed because one of those bombs dropped so close to him. He almost lost his life because of it. I'll believe them. I will believe them over any goddamn politician. And you know what they're doing to combat their story? Oh, they made a whack-a-mole joke and they made a tampon joke. Oh, my God. Oh, they were talking about Benghazi and battle and they made a tampon joke and whack-a-mole. Who gives a shit? It was funny as hell. And first thing when they were talking about that story, and they're like, the one would pop their head up and we would hit them. The other one would pop their head up and we would shoot them. The next one, and it was, I'm thinking in my head, hey, that was a game of whack-a-mole. And that's the problem with these lemming liberals. They don't understand that when you're in those kind of environments, you make those kind of jokes. It is a mechanism for dealing with the stress that goes along with it. And that's why you're Democrats, because you're so tight-assed, it's not funny. With that, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plain Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, YouTube, Spreaker, and iTunes. And I'm having definitely a blonde moment today. We'll be right back. Hey, why isn't that?
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We were the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, it wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be. And it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is. And that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We're always setting the example. If not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and hyphensdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cat for the stupid, bro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe, now making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeovers here, we have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Just click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. If you want to watch a broadcast, go to Reaver.one, click on the live stream. Oh. Click on subscribe, leave a comment, and keep up to date. Lastly, don't take my word for it. Go to Reaver.one /shop. Check out the great items we have for sale. I suck as a salesman. I say this all the time. I never was a salesman, never will be. I get shit for how I do my t-shirt commercial. Just go check them out. Check out the price. They're 100% cotton t-shirts. Black. Well, there is a couple in white and gray. It depends on the design. Anyway, they're not the cheap cotton t-shirts. In fact, they're a little bit thicker, but I'd rather have them lasting than you wasting your money on a crap product and then never coming back to buy any other shirts again. Go there, check it out. Pick out one of the t-shirts. There's some great t-shirts. Second Amendment, smart-ass comments, political, and the new and improved Reaver of Common Sense, which I am now wearing today. The first ones came in. Here, let's see if I can drop the camera down. And the Reaver of Common Sense surrounding the Liberty Bell. It's a very simplistic design. Here we go. So, what is that? Okay. There we go. Adjusting the camera, I just screwed it all up. Other than that, how's everybody doing today? It is one hellacious time, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. What has been in the news cycle for the last 13 months? Nonstop. Donald Trump. This man has been in the news cycle nonstop. How much free press has this man gotten? I went the wrong way with it. nonstop, he has been in the press. Today has a Monday feeling. Yeah, but it's Thursday. One more day to the weekend. Well, the beginning of the weekend. And I'm looking forward actually to this weekend. And it's step away from politics. Get some rest. Maybe play some video games, watch some movies, just decompress. My wonderful wife getting ready to go to the store, being a smart ass as she always is. It is. As I was saying, Donald Trump, nonstop. In the media for what, 13 months now straight. I don't see any let up because the media has this fascination with Donald Trump. Good or bad, they have a fascination with him. And they always say that any press is better than no press. And here's Hillary spending $500,000 a day, I think it is. And Donald Trump's spending nowhere near that. So it's going to be interesting, 4 months. And yesterday was a great holiday as we do a countdown. Yesterday was exactly 6 months till Obama is out of office. I want to touch on this next article, though. Well, not next. We're finally going to get to it. I haven't been touching on articles, I think, all this week. In this article we're going to go over, I laugh. Why? Because I remember people discussing this and making comments about this, about Obama, and the left lost their goddamn minds, accused the right of being traitors, and said they should have charges pressed against them. But the LA Times suggests that a military coup against President Trump will happen. The writer in the Los Angeles Times asked creators to imagine a military coup against the future Donald President Trump and argues why one would be necessary. Jamie Kirchick cites the examples of recent failed coup and Turkey as a source of inspiration. Now, the right did the same thing about Obama. So I'm not going to totally lambaste this lemming. But, it's a big but. I like big butts and I cannot lie, or however it goes. I just got a text from Sonia. I'm going to answer it. If anything, if the government was going to do a martial law, and I know everybody's on that right now, but here's the thing why I don't find credence to that statement of Obama's trying to incite martial law or incite enough violence to declare martial law. I've been hearing that for 7 years, 6 years now. Certain people have a tendency, whether they're just out, they think it's funny for fear-mongering of people's, or whatever the reason, but they hit the well one too many times on the martial law. If our government was going to do that, they would have had this week, and I know there's been some protests, there's hardly been any arrests. Yesterday it picked up a little bit, but not to the level that they were predicting. The police force was predicting they'd be doing 1,000 arrests a day in Cleveland. If the government was gonna try to do a martial law, they would have had such violence at the RNC And it would take such violence for that to be declared, because even if it was in Cleveland, you would have to have martial law, or excuse me, such violence in every state, in every major city. That scale is, and it'd be pretty hard to pull off with the resources that they have. It's not to say that they may not be trying. I do think Obama is helping to incite a lot of this violence. I think it's more, he knows his term's done in 6 months. Alex Jones, he has information, and I wouldn't put it past him. I'm not saying it did happen this way. I wouldn't put it past him for him to set up getting attacked. And also, some of his message really riles up some people who are not stable. None of it says it's deserving. Alex Jones, I'm 50-50 on that man. I don't hate the man. I don't hate his message, but I'm also not a huge fan of his. And no, I'm not trying to kiss ass with people. I'm just telling you like it is. I've listened to some of his stuff, and some of it I could believe, but on the other hand, I think he drowns out his message with some too much. He goes over the top with some of the, as they say, and I use it. I joke about it calling the tinfoil hat issue, because that's every time something comes up, people say it's a tinfoil hat crazy thing. And so that's I make a joke about that. But he's going over the top with it for his show, and I think it drowns out his actual message that he's been trying to put through. I don't know the man. It's just what I see. And I could go over the top on this show, and I could jump on the bandwagons of all the conspiracy theories, and I'm pretty sure I would have a massive following doing that. But I'm not going to do something just for the sake of theatrics. The left does it, the right does it. But I don't see the proof for martial law, even if they were able to get. Now, it's good to have that tinfoil fedora. It always question what's going on, and always question. Just sometimes look at the source of where it's coming from, and not always where you originally read it. Look into where they got their information. Look in from that, because there is a lot of sites out there. Everybody's trying to make money, and they have to come up with the headlines to make you click their website. And so many times I've seen the headline going, "Ooh, that looks like interesting read." Click on it and read the article, and it had nothing to do with the headline. Nothing. It's like, damn, what the hell? But it got you to their site. Some of these advertisements, they get paid. For longer you're on their page, reading an article, the more they make. You don't even have to click on the advertisement. Just you being on that page makes money. Yes, do I have an advertisement on my site? Yes, I do. And all my advertisement, you have to click on to get the offers. For me to see any type, I put it there because I want to give offers that I would be interested in to you guys. That's all. You want to know how much money I've made off those advertisements? And I'll show you the figures. 0. I don't push that stuff. It's not me. I'm not a salesman. I'm here because I want my voice to get out. Do I have to do the sponsoring? Do I enjoy doing the shirts too? Yes, because I enjoy making them at the same time. And yes, I do all the shirts here. I changed it over where I was contracting out, subcontracting out. And I said, you know what? Why don't I do it? And anytime you want, I'll show you my, what, quote unquote, the SR Media South Studio with live video, live radio, and live t-shirt making all in one room. I haven't made a dime off this show since I started back in 2014. I've lost a lot of money putting it into the show, and I'm not complaining about that. I don't do this for money. I do this because I want to get my opinion, my voice heard. And my voice is what a lot of people think, but are either too afraid or I don't know. A lot of them just don't say what they think. And that's what I'm doing. I just try to be the voice for, not the little, I'm not going to say that, the common man. There's so many people I know that are afraid to speak up. They're afraid to speak out. They're afraid of our government attacking them. What do you mean, Jenna, the background? Just what, the studio? I'll get a picture today of it because it just changed recently. I'm not afraid to go out here and put my ass on the line. I did it for 25 years. I put my life, literally, my life on the line, my body, and just so I can help other people. So, to get back on topic, I'm not going to land base the Los Angeles Times writer, Jamie Kirchick. Oh, the flag, that's actually a green screen. That's a green screen. I can send you the file right now for the background. Because I can also, let's see. Wrong button. Let's see, where is it? We'll do the Army background. There we go. And pretty much all I did, I Googled patriotic backgrounds. And these are backgrounds you can download. And when you see the picture, you right-click and save as picture. Or save as, and then you give it a name and where to put it. And then you put it as your background, or you have those pictures. That's all I did. I'm somebody that will sit on the internet and scour pictures or scour the information I'm looking for. I've done it. I'll sit up at night. I'm laying in bed. I go to bed sometimes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And I'll be in that bed laying, looking at my phone till 3 o'clock in the morning going over stuff. And I did it before I did the show, or when I even took the hiatus. I would sit there, be reading one article, which would lead me to think about something, and I'd read another article, which would lead me to another article. I'd like look up about a movie and be on Wikipedia reading about the movie. And, oh, wait a minute. Well, this actor was this one. Let's go read about that. Well, oh, I like that story. Oh, that was a true story. Okay, we'll look into that information. I would sit there for hours just doing that. And that's what I do with the pictures. I'll just, every now and then, get a little bored. All right, let me do the search. Oh, wow, I like that picture down along. Oh, I like that one. And that's all I do is just go along. I make no money off this show, guys. I don't. I'll be more than glad to show you any books you wanted to see. Books on my bank account. That'd be creepy. And the negative numbers would be scary. I do this. And even the SAC ads, let me tell you, they should be charging me $300 a week minimum to do this show. for the cost that they pay out to have this station that comes out of their pockets, they're losing money, guys. But we do this because we have a belief. We still have this belief in this country, and we still believe we have better days ahead. My internet's been really, really weird lately. So if the audio on live feed is off, you know, I apologize, but something is up with my internet. Let's see. I need someone to help me with the connections and all that, because I know my audio that's coming out of for the actual radio show is pretty dang good. I've worked hard on it, but trying to get the feed into the other computer and do this broadcast, the sound hasn't been that great, and I don't know what I'm missing. So I need to find someone that is in the area of Tampa that'd be willing to help me, because I need you to come here and take a look at the connections and look at it. Because one thing that's ticking me off is with the setup I have it set up that I can take phone calls. They can hear me, but if I play a sound clip, they can't hear it. And it's what the hell? Hang on, let me check something out. Okay. Actually, that ain't that bad. I've had a worse audio on the YouTube. So there's a slight static in the background. I'm not sure. But thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to look more into it. But yeah, I don't do this for money, people. Sackheads don't do it for money. They're losing out on money. They pay out of their pocket to go to Freedom Fest. I believe I don't get totally into their finances of that. But they don't charge me to be here. So it's... We believe in the message. We believe in what we're saying. We believe in this country, and we want to get that proud feeling back. Well, with that, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Pundit Radio, ICRN Network, Red Nation Rising, Speaker, YouTube, and iTunes. You can listen to me while you're driving in your car now. We will be right back after these messages.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We were the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, Sean Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be. And it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is. And that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We're always setting the example. But if not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website, click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and HydransDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You can build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying capitalist.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Socko as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe, and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you missed the show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeovers here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Just click on the chat room button, and you can join the conversation. If you want to watch a broadcast, go to Reaver.one. Click on the live stream. Don't forget to hit subscribe and keep up to date. And if you want to support the show and support SHR Media, go to Reaver.one/shop. Take a look at the great shirts that we have. I mean, it's broken up between the SHR Media and the Reaver shirts. Both of us have great shirts available. From the new Reaver of Common Sense logo with the Liberty Bell in the middle, to SHR Media logo, to a thin blue line flag. We have it all. Just go there. The shirts start at $14.99 for small, medium, large, extra large. 2X and above is $16.99. 100% cotton t-shirts, a little bit thicker. It's usually the Hanes heavy duty. Well, maybe not heavy duty, but they're the higher end t-shirt, tagless. I always get tagless because I don't know about you. I get so annoyed when that tag is into the back and just flip-flop, flip-flop. Go to Reaver.one/shop. That is REAVER.ONE/SHOP. Go there, check it out, pick yourself up a couple of t-shirts. We have some great coupons also available. So, all right. I'm sick. Cruz had one of those little breakfasts this morning where he got up and spoke. And from what I've been hearing, it did not go over too well for him. And this is Ted Cruz, quote unquote, supporters that were in this. And yes, Jenna, I know you are, and I appreciate it. I really do. But this breakfast it's supposed to be Ted Cruz supporters in there, and they're pretty pissed at Cruz for what he pulled. I said he could have been a hero. He could have gone out there. I am a Christian. I forgive, and I want everybody to forgive what happened during the primaries. The primaries are a different beast. It was a battle. It was a hard-fought battle. I am a Christian, so therefore I forgive Donald Trump. And if I forgive him for what happened, so should you. I am putting my endorsement behind Donald Trump and making sure that a constitutional conservative is running, so I will be helping him along the way to make sure that he lives up to that high standards. That would have been the way to go. You're covering your ass on the constitutional conservative. It probably would have meant, still meant what he said. And I'm going to help him make sure that he stays on this path. That I'm a Christian, I forgive, and that's what that God commands. It is not your place to judge. You are to forgive. You are to turn the other cheek. But no, he went out there and thought of himself before country. I'm hearing these never Trumpers. Oh, and that himself. He was helping himself. He was doing it. Man, that's what politicians do, and that's what we are tired of. We are tired of the bullshit. So, you get what we have here. I don't know. Let me see something real quick. I don't have cheap cables either. I hate once I get something in my head, it sticks in my head. And this issue with audio right now on YouTube, the live YouTube streams got me literally scratching my head. I don't have cheap cables, but I do have a couple of splitters that may be on the cheap side. I I mean, they're not expensive to create a splitter. TikTok thinking. All right. And Jenna, you said you liked the background that was on the video. Is that the one you were talking about? Zach Sean put up a great comment about 15 minutes ago, and Zach, or excuse me, Sean. Hang on. Hey, is anybody else seeing computers acting really funny lately? Because I've been talking to some people, and it's just really weird. Like Sean said, it isn't about supporting Trump as Cruz going back on his word. In a land of people sick of politicians who regularly go back on their word, it was not a wise move. He could have politically declined the appearance and stayed home and do a press release. To many observers, it wasn't about Cruz not supporting Trump. It was about Cruz going back against his word. Considering he ran as the candidate who was principal, it was a politically horrible move. It's yeah, Jen. I'm hearing a lot of people that the computers are acting really weird. I'm not going to get into any reasons. It's just weird. It's oh my god. How you doing, Gary? Sorry about that little silence. I'm the gullible one, and I'm biased and I'm bigoted towards lawyers now. I don't understand this. It's just, it's. And going back to the Cruz thing, like I said, Yeah, I was typing for a second, Jen. I'm sorry about that. Cruz he preaches he's this Christian, and he does it in a holier than thou manner. And Christians forgive. And it's God's place to judge. But yet he's gonna be up there, and all his followers are gonna judge Trump. They're gonna run their mouths about Trump. And they do it in no better fashion than what they're complaining about Trump. This Never Trump movement is liberals. Same tactics, same speak. And you know what? I got to stop wasting my time and you guys' time with all this Never Trump bullshit. So I'm going to try my best. I'm not. Have you ever had stuff pop up in tweets that you didn't tweet? It's weird. I didn't tweet this, but someone's retweeting supposedly something I tweeted that I never tweeted. You tweet with me? And this is it. Someone wrote an article, and I just came across. Cruz reopened party wounds on dramatic night. It makes me wonder. That's Cruz. He opened the wounds. On just what was supposed to be an exciting night. I can't believe he did it. And that shows his true colors. It just boggles my mind that he thought it was good. Now this city again. Great. Oh my God, I want to bang my head against the wall. Understand it. You want to sit there and tell me that I'm being a bigot because I'm saying that lawyers lie? They take classes on how to lie. I just don't understand. I don't. And it boggles my mind. And this is what pisses me off with people. I just don't know. I'm going to start banning people. That's simple. And I'm tired of the aggravation, tired of the idiocy. And something else just popped up, and I'm going to agree with it. As we're at each other's throat over some idiot politician called Cruz, Brazil has arrested 10 ISIS-inspired military terrorists planning attack on the Olympics. They got the one group, and I doubt that will be the only group, as Sean said. And for them to get caught in Brazil, which has a very average intelligent infrastructure capability, and I agree with Sean, that they caught that group with that little of policy, intelligence group. That scares me on what's out there that they're actually hiding. That's scary. That's scary, folks. I don't think we should be sending and exactly, I agree with Sean. Sean put up that in Cruz opened up the wounds, but he should have stayed at home. He damaged himself. I think it might help Trump because it's going to rally the base around the established politicians. And that's what Cruz was made to look like, a regular politician. And you know what's bad? What the delegates of Texas was booing him. His own delegates were booing him. I don't know. I'm just so lost today. And I can't believe so much going on in the world, and you know, these politicians. And I find it funny, all these never cruisers. And I know this is why I think they're liberals. Because they're using big words they don't seem to know. They talk about the Constitution. They talk about being a constitutional conservative. But they attack and name call and do all that because you're posting an opinion. Your freedom of speech. Your right to your free thought on politics. Your right to support for whoever you want, wherever you want. Then they criticize you for exercising your constitutional right. That right there, they're contradicting exactly what they're about. And they try to browbeat you into backing their thought. We're going to go to break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media, High Plains Planet Radio, ICRN, Red Nation Rising, YouTube, Speaker, and iTunes. We will be right back.
You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. Come up and shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. Also value your hard work. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with an unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
My name is Chris Peranto, call sign Tonto. I was with the Global Response Staff. We're the security element for the Central Intelligence Agency in Benghazi, Libya on 9/11/2012. Myself and my team responded to an attack that killed Ambassador Chris Stevens, John Smith, and two of my teammates, Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. Radical Islam is basically terrorism in a nutshell. It wants to not only put down Western values, it wants to kill anybody that supports those Western values, which is freedom, which is Christianity, and which is also anything that looks poorly on Sharia law. We've allowed it again to grow into something that it shouldn't be. And it's becoming stronger and stronger every day that we don't lead from the front. Obama and Hillary, by avoiding the phrase radical Islam, they're being politically correct. They don't see it for what it is. And that's straight up destroying the Western world. Radical Islam doesn't have a fear. They will give up their lives. They will detonate themselves. They will do anything they can to fulfill Sharia law and kill the infidels. If we're not able to even say radical Islam, the word radical Islam, there's no way we can fight it. There's no way we can defeat it. The United States of America doesn't lead from behind. We're always setting the example. If not, we're going to see terrorism get bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just going to be continual lone wolf attacks in the United States. And I don't want that to happen to my kids. I don't want to see my family go through that. Please join me in waking up Washington in this fight on radical Islam, seeing the threat that it really is. Sign up at leadingfromthefront.org.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
World controlled by corrupt politicians.
You got business. You didn't build that.
A team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying capitalist.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Saka as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mud Show with its host, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guy. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date on everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to join the live chat. Go to shrmedia.com. Just click on the chat room button. Join the conversation. And if you want to watch a broadcast, go to Reaver.one. That is REAVER.ONE. Click on the live stream. Then click on subscribe. Then stand on your head and do a backflip. And if you do all that, I want to get a video of that. You'll be kept up to date and leave a comment. And now if you want to support the show, please go to Reaver.one/shop. That is REAVER.ONE/SHOP. And if you want, just go to Reaver.one and click on the link that says shop. And go through all the lovely items we have. And here's the thing, I'm noticing these idiots that are standing up for Cruz, these never Trump jackasses. Listen, I do not agree with your assessment. I have a right not to agree, but I've respected your right to say it. But it seems these idiots who say they're constitutional conservatives have never read the Constitution. Because you seem to want to stop free speech from happening. You want to stop people from expressing their opinions. And that's what I'm getting tired of. And now I find it funny because now it's, oh, by the way, the booing started by Trump staff. Actually, no, it didn't. It started by the New York delegates. So if you're going to spin something, spin it right. The New York delegates started it. And the Texas delegates joined in. Because your candidate did not have the balls, the Christian conservative did not have the balls to stand up, to do what's better for the country than what was better to do for his political career. I do what's best for the country, not what's best for me. I do what's best for the country. And that's what these politicians, that's what Cruz proved to be, just another typical politician. Keep going. You can't prove Cruz lied. Give me 1 second. Now, this guy keeps going, you haven't said why Cruz lied. Jackass, I never accused Trump or Cruz of lying. I said I thought it was funny that the lawyer attorney is upset about a lie. Jackass. And if you want to go through, let's go through. How about the fact that Cruz sat up there during the primary and said he had nothing to do. He had nothing to do. He never did anything against Carson. Then apologized and blamed it on a staffer. Well, if you didn't have anything to do with it, why did you apologize? Why did you say your staffer did it? Because you did it and then made excuses. You said you didn't have anything to do with the mailer, and it came back that it was your campaign that sent out those voter violation mailers. I think there's 2 times that he lied. This guy's a fucking jackass. He's dumber than dog shit. He's got a hard-on for Trump, and he's blinded. He's another liberal lemming that's just blinded by Cruz. He says attorneys don't lie. No, only a small faction do. You're bigoted for saying that they do. They only take classes to show him how to lie to get away with it. He's a politician. And sometimes you need to lie. A lie isn't always a negative thing. Sometimes you have to lie to cover up national security. So yes, Cruz has lied. And I just went over several of them, but the man will blindly, Cruz originally said that he had nothing to do with it. Then why did he apologize? Because he had everything to do with it. He has time and time again used Obama tactics during the primaries and then lied about having any part of it. And then when the facts came out, had to admit that he was a part of it. They're into this woe is me. Trump attacked his wife. And Cruz's campaign and the super PACs attacked Trump's wife. Every step of the way during the primary, Trump responded to attacks on him. And if you don't like it, oh fucking well, you don't start shit, there won't be shit. This guy's, I know I listen to this show. When you transcribe it, I'll read it. Why? He can't seem to fucking read. And his cruisers, these never Trumpers, can't goddamn read. They twist everything. Jackasses. Man, I wish Cruz never gave that speech. That would have been the best thing. Well, Trump allowed Trump had him speak, so he deserves what he got. No, maybe Trump actually thought that Cruz would be a man and step up. But no, Cruz got off the bat, dropped the bat, and walked away from the game. Hey, I'll give him something to fucking read. Oh, here, Massachusetts took it upon itself to ban AR-15s. Those poor people in Massachusetts. I just can't believe a state like that just. And this guy, he's still yipping away. Yep. So the Republican Party has been reborn. The Republican Party has been liberated from the corrupting forces of global specialist interests. The Republican Party of losers and grifters has been replaced by a new party. Rising from the ashes of George W. Bush and John Boehner, this new party has white, browns, blacks, Asians, everything else. Establishment went after them with prejudice. Trump supporters feared for their jobs and reputation. And yes, they were attacked and people did lose their jobs over this. They worried about what their neighbors would think, but they don't have to worry anymore. Here in Cleveland, the message from the delegates is clear. This is our party now. And let me tell you, C-SPAN has covered it. The first night in Cleveland showed what this campaign is about. Start to finish, top to bottom, no commentary. They just played live the convention. No opinions, no nothing. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's a day of interruptions. I don't know why my son got turned down. Getting interrupted constantly today. Sorry about that, people. Really sorry. It is a beautiful day for the Republican Party. We have exercised this evil entity that took a hold. It's I believe that it's for the better. The party is going to go back to its roots. We are getting rid of these globalist elitists out of the party. And we're going back to the party of the people. And I am proud of it. I am proud. I am proud to be a part of this movement. I am proud that Trump is leading it. And there's something within Christianity, and those that know me, I am not a hugely religious, what they call Bible thumper. I have my thoughts, I have my feelings. And one of the things that is said is God doesn't always give the warrior you want. He gives you the warrior you need for that time. And that resonates because, yeah, is Trump the one that we thought we wanted? No. Is it the man that we need right now to lead this fight? Yes. Because the fight that has to go on is not going to be a pretty fight. It is not going to be this. It's not a fight where nobody is going to get dirty. So we need a man that has the ability and capability to get in the trenches and fight the good fight. God doesn't always give you what you want. He gives you what you need. And so many of these people that it's it is the man that we need. And I thought that we have that warrior go in, clean things up. And then, once it is settled, then you get the man that you need, which I thought was Ted Cruz at the time. He is not that man. He is what we are fighting against. I've said it time and time again. We need a man like Trump to go in there, clean it up, and then we can get a man like Cruz to continue the fight and take us to a higher step. But I see Cruz will just bring us back to where we were. So I am glad to see the party has taken back, the people have taken back control. Where did that go? Where did that go? Dang it, I thought I had that in here. I have an article that I wanted to go over real bad, and now I can't find it. Oh, I think I have it set up for tomorrow. Yes, I do, and we'll go over that tomorrow. The 7 myths about gun control, and many others. This is why I hate social media. Well, this guy is still going on, and I finally going after him. He's like, Cruz lied. Tell me where he lied. No, I never said Cruz lied, and he keeps misquoting me and not putting what I actually said because it will blow his argument out of the water. And let me, this guy was going on. I find some of this funny. Hopefully you guys. What is it with the Cruz haters? Can you blame him? Trump lied about the lies. I put the attorney politician upset about lies. Now that is funny. Because I found humor in it. A politician and a lawyer is upset about lies. Come on. That's funny. I told him it was even meant as a joke. I found humor in it. But this man is too stupid to understand. So he keeps trying to twist my words and twist what I said. Well, I'm more annoying than you are. And I will keep going at you and at you. Because now it's just fine. You're telling me that I said he was a liar. Show me where I said Cruz was an outright liar. Show me. And he keeps, as he said, oh, I'm paraphrasing. No, you're twisting my words. He's misquoting me. So that's what these people do. They are liberals. They are no better. And if they aren't, they're turning to it because they're using their tactics. They're talking like liberals. They're using liberal talking points. This is a conversation that I would expect out of a Hillary supporter. Or Hillary. I never lied. The politician said she's never lied in her life. So she lied about lying. That's the conundrum. So yes, these people that are so high and mighty and then call themselves Christians. Cruz is not humble. He thinks he's better than everybody else. And I was a Cruz supporter. I argued with my dad about Cruz. My dad kept saying, nope, 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 nope. This man is not who he says he is. And my dad was right again. My dad said that he was picking Trump before Trump even really got into the fray. So, is it Friday yet? I can't wait. I'm sorry. I love doing the show. I love doing the show. But I cannot wait till Friday to shut these computers down and step away. I love how to make their point statement is quote all the time. And he's grabbing a quote from a different part of the conversation to try to prove his point. Because, yes, I did say attorneys lie, politicians lie. And anybody that doesn't think they do, hey, I got a bridge for sale. I'll give you a nice payment plan. Come talk to me. Don't worry, we don't need no paperwork. I'll just have you sign this blank piece of paper. People like this guy are the ones that went, oh, yeah, we got to vote that in to see what's in it. Should I put this idiot out of his misery? I love idiots. I love idiots. I don't know. This makes me sad. I'm thinking about taking tomorrow off. I almost took today off. I was in bed last night and I was getting muscle cramps so bad I thought that my foot was going to break. They cramped up so bad and I couldn't get it to relax. And I just sat there and I'll admit tears were rolling down my face. I was in pain last night laying there. I was getting a spasm in the back that was stopping me from breathing, and I was curled up in a fetal position for a while. And they finally calmed down and it went away just as fast as it came on. So. Yes. We're actually, holy shit, we're out of time today? I can't believe it. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I know I've been a little distracted today. But it's these never Trumps are maybe they're not liberals, but then they're libertarians, and not the good libertarians, because there is good libertarians. I do eat bananas. I love fruit altogether. I love fruit. Love fruit. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my shit today. I just ran my mouth today a little too much than normal. With that, I don't know. I may be here tomorrow. If I'm not, my apologies. I think I just need a 3-day weekend to also physically rest. I've gotten pretty beat up doing stuff around the house. So we'll see. I will post on Jersey Joe's Facebook. And you can find Jersey Joe on Facebook or Twitter by searching at Jersey Joe Talks with an S at the end. That's Jersey Joe Talks on Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead, like both of them. And I'm honored to be here. Thank you. Have a great day. And guess what I forgot to do, people? I forgot to cue up the exit music. Have a great day. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hbpundit.com and shrmedia.com.